Hey guys, it's Lord Glarp. In this video, I wanted to go over the new starter packs that Lost Ark has put out, and they've replaced the founder packs on their website at playlostark.com. There's been a lot of controversy going on about these packs, and I kind of wanted to break it down a little bit and why people might feel a little scammed or might feel a little taken advantage of in regards to these packs. Going to break down the value of each item as I believe it is based on a item of similar value on the current shop. The only problem with breaking it down this way is obviously what's on the shop is something that anyone can buy. You can buy it one at a time. If you want to just buy a mount on the shop, all you got to do is put forth the cash to buy that one thing, where obviously if you're buying a bundle, you're putting forward a larger investment and you're having to commit to getting things that maybe you don't want if you do want that one mount or that one pet. So the value that I'm going to place these at is definitely a little subjective. If you're a big time collector and all you want to do is collect all of the things, the value that these items have to you is going to be a little different than someone who maybe just likes the stuff and thinks that they might get some use out of one or two items. So we're going to dive right into it. I'm going to try to just break this down as quickly and as directly as I can. So instead of going pack by pack, I'm just going to break down the value of each individual item in the largest pack. In that way, we can basically just kind of reel back at the end and we could just talk about values of the individual packs without stopping and going and stopping and going. One more thing that we really need to establish at the beginning is that Lost Ark crystal currency is just like a lot of gacha games. It's just like a lot of different currencies that are used in cell phone games, in that you pay real life dollars for something called a royal crystal, and the royal crystal translates into regular crystals. Some items you can buy with regular crystals, some items you can buy with only royal crystals, and on the shop these packs can be purchased only with cash. But the weird thing is that we have a cash value for the packs, but the items inside of the packs, their equivalent can't be purchased with cash. And the way that bundles of crystals and bundles of royal crystals work is that the dollar amount is very hard to track. The conversion of all these different currencies is intentionally designed to be hard to track, so you lose track of how much money you're spending, how much money you have left over, and how much more you're going to have to invest in order to buy the next thing. Just like anything that you're going to see in these types of games, obviously everything is priced in such a way that you will buy in on a large level and you will pay for something, and no matter what you pay for, whether it be something small that leaves you with a lot of crystals left over or something large that leaves you with a small sum of crystals left over, you're always going to be left in a position that you need to purchase more packs of crystals in order to make sound purchases or purchases that they believe that you will be drawn more towards. Obviously everyone's different, so I'm speaking from my own experience, I'm speaking from my observations and friends and that sort of thing. So please take what I say based on opinion with a grain of salt, because you are going to get a lot of my opinion in here. So the breakdown of the pack goes like this: 30-day crystalline aura, we know that's worth $10. It says it right on the in-game store. You can get it for $10. The basic upgrade supplies chest I valued at $6 because of the phoenix plumes. Everything else in it is crap that you don't need. It's silver that you're going to get anyway. It's a nothing burger. It has 0 calories. The plumes are pretty cool. You can buy those in the store by themselves. Everyone will need them eventually, but because this is called a starter pack, I'm going to assume, like me, most people are going to use them not realizing how much of a finite resource they are. So could be good, could be bad. To me, it's a nothing burger. The pet, the sphinx looking pet, looks a lot like a lot of the creatures we have fought in the game so far. Right now, I basically put it at the same value as other pets that we see on the store. Not the single exclusive pets, but the normal pets that are on there at 540 crystals. Again, because of the weird breakdown of the way that crystals for value works, I went ahead and just said that they're $10. $10 seems like a good roundabout number. Again, I'm not trying to get it way down into the nitty gritty. I just want to make sure that when you're looking at these packs, you're making a good decision. The Warhorse mount looks awesome. It looks really good. I valued this mount with mounts that are currently on the shop. Again, you could argue that things in this pack are worth more than what's on the store because you buy them all in a bundle. So they're going to be a little bit more rare. Less people are going to have them. You're not going to see them as frequently because the barrier to entry is higher. I went ahead, for the sake of this video, for the sake of breaking down these numbers as best that we can with all these convoluted systems working to keep people confused, I'm going to go ahead and call this $17 US for the mount in this pack. Character expansion slots come in at 800 royal crystals. We established that 1000 royal crystals equals $10 US, so it's easy for us to say that this is an $8 value. For the 2100 crystals, we know what 2000 crystals cost. We know it's 4700 royal crystals, so we can go ahead and just say that 2100 crystals is $47 US. Again, it's more than that by maybe $1 or $2, but we're going to call it $47 because that's what we have to work with on the shop. The character appearance change is the same thing as the character expansion slot. We're calling it $8. The legendary report gift selection chest is garbage, and it's not worth anything. I put $1 on it. All you get is the legendary report gift. You don't even get the epic gifts, and it's already so cheap and they're so abundant in the game to begin with that yeah, they probably do hold value, but the weekly report chest you can already get on the shop already is super cheap. I just threw $1 on this pack because I don't understand the value it brings other than inflating the list of stuff that you get in the big pack. The Alar skin chest that I am personally very salty about because I play a Wardancer, and the Wardancer was the one skin in this entire lineup that looks like complete horseshit. Everything about it looks terrible, especially the helmet. It's just completely awful. If you're a Wardancer, I feel for you. Again, 2000 royal crystals is what skin sets cost on the shop right now, so we can easily say this is a $20 value. When we break this down, the apprentice pack is worth about 16 bucks. The explorer pack is worth about $51, and the vanquisher has about $127 worth of value in it. Now, when I say value, obviously it's a game, so judging the value of anything is rough to begin with. What I'm basing this off of is the value that is presented by Lost Ark themselves. So by their standards, their apprentice pack has about $16 worth of value in it. You could argue maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Again, that applies to everything I'm talking about. Now, do with that information what you will. Obviously, I would advise people that if you're going to get a pack, probably just get the Vanquisher pack. I also want to break down my opinions on what my perceived value of these packs is, because my perceived value of the packs varies a little differently than what I just said the value is based on our best guesstimates of what their counterparts are worth on the current shop. I personally believe that the supplies chest offers no value whatsoever, and I went ahead and put a -$6 on all 3 packs because of it. Which means to me, the apprentice pack is worth $10 because that's exactly what the 1 month crystalline aura is worth. I would say if you bought this pack, you're just buying a 1 month sub for double its value. To add on to that with the Explorer pack, I don't believe that the character expansion slot has any value to anyone who's playing the game today. There may be a few people, a very low percentage of people, who might get some value out of it down the road, but as it stands, there's really no functional reason to have more than 6 characters in the game today. Now, if you are just if you're the type of person who needs more than 6 slots, you're playing the game differently than 99% of the people playing the game. So I don't want to hear that fucking argument of, well, there might be some people and they want 55 alts. Okay, cool. That's a fringe case, whatever. Now the Vanquisher pack, I actually broke it down 2 different ways. One is I don't believe the character appearance change has any value. At least it doesn't have any value to me. And I don't think it'll have a lot of value. I don't believe it'll be used by people. I think if you bought the pack and you have the appearance change, you're going to maybe use it, or it's just going to sit inside of your vault till the end of days, or one day you're like, I just want a purple hair instead of blue hair, or some shit like that. I don't think it's something that people really want and desire. If you go into the Lost Ark store and you go to the all button and you go to popular, I guarantee you, no, you're never going to see character appearance change show up in that massive grid of what's popular right now. That drops the value of the Vanquisher pack down to $105, which means even if the stuff that I say has no value really doesn't have any value to you either, it means you're still getting a pretty good deal on that pack with everything else that comes with it. Now I'm going to break it down one more time, and the last breakdown that I want to make on this, and I know that I am beating this dead horse into an absolute dust in the ground. I just want to put something out there that I noticed about myself and something I was actually thinking about for myself. And if I'm thinking about it for me, then I imagine there's at least a couple people out there who might get some value out of this last bit of information. And it's that I understand that I will not use the horse probably more than 2 or 3 times. I will probably not use the pet ever unless I get an outfit or something that I think it would look well with. I guess the same thing for the horse too. And the skin, I just said that I think the skin that they made for the Wardancer is a sin against God and creation. It is an absolute monstrosity. It doesn't follow suit with the rest of all the other skins. It looks like some random doodle made by a toddler that was thrown into adult graphic design. It is trash. And if you're the designer who made it, art is opinion based for most people, I would say. There might be some people who like it. Anyway, I digress. The point I'm making is that I understand that when I get this pack, even those 3 other things, I'm probably not going to get any use out of them. I like to collect shit. I like to have all of the things. If you agree that the supplies chest has no value, that you will not use the character expansion slot, that the character appearance change does not truly matter to you, even if you'd use it, it's not something that you would have bought otherwise, and you understand that you are not going to get any value out of the horse, the skins, or the pet, the pack still has a value of $58 US. So I would say that the Vanquisher pack really does stand up to quite a bit of scrutiny. I think that depending on if you're a collector, depending on if you just are going to buy gems down the line, no matter how you really flip it, if you're going to put money into Lost Ark, there is no reason not to put it into the Vanquisher starter pack. However, I think that the Apprentice pack is a scam and a ripoff, and it's taking advantage of new players who don't know that that supply chest is really doesn't bring much value to their gameplay, and it's not an amount of silver or healing potions that they're ever going to notice. The tools that you get, by the time you can use the tools that they give you, you already have equivalent tools, or you're just getting them. So that feels scummy, actually. It feels really scummy. The Explorer pack, if you're getting the Explorer pack, just get the Vanquisher. It's a double value. And the Explorer pack is obviously designed for the person who understands that the Apprentice pack doesn't have any value in it, but can't quite afford the Vanquisher. Obviously, all pricing models come in 3s. There's a reason for it. There's tons of studies behind it. I believe the Explorer pack is not worth it at all. It wouldn't be to me. I hope that this helps you make a better purchasing decision, and I hope that if you already purchased an Apprentice or an Explorer pack and you're watching this in the aftermath of that, that you'll really make a fuss about it. Especially if you didn't know anything about Lost Ark and you got the Apprentice pack because it says starter pack in it. You really thought you were getting a value to kind of help you in your first days in the game. It really rubs me the wrong way. So I definitely think it's worth making some kind of fuss about. And for those of us who are, already getting close to 100 hours in the North America servers, I think it's also important that we make some kind of noise about it, because this is the sort of thing that will turn off a new player and will make them feel like this game is already trying to rip them off before they even got started. So I think it's a good thing to point out. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. It helps me a ton if you do the likes, if you do the subscribes, if you do the comments. It really helps Algorithm Senpai notice me, and it will help distribute this information to more people. It's a win-win for everybody. Thank you again for joining me on this journey. I'm really new at this content thing, but I'm really excited about it, and I actually am finding that I really enjoy it. So I look forward to making some more, and I know time is our most valuable commodity, and that you even gave me a few minutes of it means a lot to me. Thank you.